Hello friends, greetings, welcome to CNS Viewpoint. Today again, we are back again at 5 p.m. just like every day with our thoughts and perspectives, viewpoints on something we read very interesting. And that is, do you know a country which has which has fully vaccinated the largest part of its population? There are many countries with very high levels of vaccination in their population, full vaccination in their population, but which is the country which has the highest vaccination rate in the world? That country, my friends, is Singapore. Singapore has the highest vaccination rate, which was recently reported in the news. It has crossed 80% of its population which has received full vaccination doses, which is really very, very amazing and encouraging. If you look at other countries like Uruguay, like Chile, or in countries in North America or in richer parts of the Europe, there are so many other countries where you will find very high levels of vaccination. Uruguay and Chile, I will again like to highlight, there are two countries which has more than 70% of the population is fully vaccinated. This is the kind of level of full vaccination we need in our population. Every country on the planet Earth needs this kind of vaccination rate in a very short period of time, and that short period of time is friends, perhaps months and certainly not years. The clock is ticking, time is running out. We need to vaccinate very fast and fully vaccinate people as far as possible. If you have received your vaccination, that's great. If you haven't, please go. If you are eligible, then please, of course, go and demand vaccination. Make sure that you receive full vaccination coverage of the vaccines which are approved by the World Health Organization, or in your context in your countries by governments, ministries of health, or whatever the protocols are in place in your country. So, but make sure that we need to get vaccinated, and one of the reasons is that it provides the best shot for our humankind to make COVID history. We will not be able to control COVID otherwise. It is very, very important to fully vaccinate as many people as possible. In countries which have very high vaccination rates, like Singapore, which has a population of 5.7 million people, with more than 80% of its population is fully vaccinated, you will find in Singapore, in US, in richer parts of Europe, when the number of new cases go up, the number of hospitalizations do not go up in that proportion. Similarly, number of people who require oxygen do not go up in that proportion. Number of people who require ventilation do not go up in that proportion. Number of people who die of COVID-19 do not go up in that proportion as the number of new cases went up. So, but in the countries with very low vaccination rates in their population, like India, last I read there was full vaccination rate was 10% or so. So, 10% of the population, there you will find, or in Africa, for instance, there are so many other countries. Most of the world has very low vaccination rate, especially if you look at low and middle income countries. This is not okay, because rich countries alone cannot make COVID history. How coronavirus had spread from Wuhan to all around the world on every continent in just a matter of few months, including Antarctica reported cases of COVID-19. So, or for instance, Mount Everest, there were cases reported in Mount Everest also. So the infection spread, the infectious diseases like coronavirus disease, they spread very fast, it's very infectious. Please take care, stay safe, make sure you all get vaccinated. That is very important. Either the only chance of making COVID history is fully vaccinating the whole planet and not just the rich or privileged class or privileged countries or rich countries, and leaving behind the vast majority of humankind. So this is a message that Singapore has given to other countries. Please accelerate, buck up the pace of vaccination, multiply many-fold because the clock is ticking. For instance, in India, the vaccination began on 16 January 2021. So it's almost like 7-8 months now. So we need to really fully vaccinate a very large number of people, not 10%, but something like what Singapore, Uruguay, Chile, and other countries have done. Very high level of vaccination rate. Remember, friends, vaccination, there is strong evidence it reduces risk of serious outcomes of COVID-19 in the unfortunate situation if you contract COVID-19. If a fully vaccinated person contracts COVID-19. But we don't know enough about whether it protects us from getting infected with coronavirus and whether it protect others from getting infected with coronavirus from us if we are fully vaccinated or infected. So we don't know its role in transmission or infection. So wear mask. Whether you are vaccinated or not vaccinated, make it a rule, wear mask. Wear proper mask, wear mask properly, wear it all the times as far as possible, especially when you are around people. Maintain social distancing, wash your hands, and do all the evidence-based things which we know which are helpful in breaking the chain of transmission. Till then, we will meet again tomorrow at 5 p.m. and till then, take care, stay safe, be happy, and tomorrow again we will be back with our thoughts and perspectives and viewpoints on something which interests us tomorrow morning. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow 5 p.m. See you then.